I'm Brian Roberts. I am from Ecotech Construction, and we're here at the Earthship Florida project. What we're doing is building a house out of primarily recycled materials and dirt that we excavated from the site. There's a pond that we dug out over here that we used to get all of the volume of dirt that we're using to build this house.
I'm one of the owners of this Earthship. We started out, my husband and I, with a dream of living in the country in a way that minimized our footprint on the planet. But as we did that, we don't want to live in without TV and modern comforts, and the Earthship brings that together, so that we can do both. We can have your TV and your internet and a nice place to cook, and to a place that's going to keep us comfortable. And at the same time, we're living off the grid. All our energy is coming from the sun or from passive means from the earth. And in the meantime, we're catching rain from our roof, which is watering us, and some plants that grow in our atrium. And wow, everything all works together in a quite nifty way. These tires are part of the walls, which are rammed earth constructions, which means if you were to look inside of these tires, maybe you can see a little bit over the side, that they're just crammed with dirt. And what that does is it creates a basement effect for our Earthship. If you're familiar with a basement, in the summer it feels cool, and in the winter it feels warm. That's because it's always at the thermal temperature of the Earth, which is, I don't remember exactly, is it 60, 70 degrees? Whatever it is, it's a lot nicer than that outside air temperature in the summer and in the winter. Over here you're seeing some tires that aren't, that isn't a completed wall. They're still working on layering tires on there. And down out in front of them is part of the berm. The berm adds more dirt. So we not only have the dirt inside the tires, we have dirt that's leaning up against the tires that give us more thermal contact with the earth. It isn't so much insulation. Insulation tries to keep the outside in. This just tries to keep us gives us as much contact with the earth, which is at that comfortable temperature as we can.
We started work on this project back in 2008. We've been at it since roughly since March of 2008. We started the permitting process. It took a little while, as you might imagine, to get through permitting here in Florida. We have some very stringent building codes, and part of what the building departments require, if you're going to get what we got here, is called a local exception to the building code. So what you have to do is demonstrate that the techniques of building that you're using meet minimum wind load requirements, minimum building code requirements for constructing a building in Florida. We started out with a set of plans from Michael Reynolds, who has Earthship Biotexture out of New Mexico. Michael started this concept back in the 70s using the tires as thermal mass, and built a community of these homes out in Taos, New Mexico, and since then they've been built all over the United States as well as all over the world.
We found the property at some point in 2004, really just looking for a property that was large enough that we might be able to grow some food, have an orchard, grow some fruits and nut trees, and as well as having a garden. The process of from getting the land to really ending up here with a builder and everything kind of happened a bit haphazardly, a lot of different steps along the way, really. We started out with Michael Reynolds, the guy in New Mexico who started this whole Earthship concept, and he worked on the design for us. We worked over telephone and email and so on, and got us a preliminary design, and started collecting the tires and cans and bottles, and at some point along the way got told that we really couldn't have all these tires on our property and in our front lawn and side lawn in Tampa, and so we moved them down here, and then at some point got told we couldn't really have all those tires here. And then we argued they were building materials, not rubbish, which was the county code we were apparently violating, told that we were violating. But the argument that they were building materials was one that wasn't going to hold any water to the county if we didn't have a building permit. That really quickly got us in a big rush of trying to find a builder and apply for a building permit and things like that. And really was not having much luck finding a builder until eventually one day my wife got a call from someone who had heard that we were building this. Some people were building this Earthship out here, and the way he had heard it, he thought the house was already built and he just wanted to see it. He was on the way to a trade show with Brian, and I wanted to stop in and see our nice Earthship, and instead my wife asked, well, do you know any builders, since we don't really have it built yet? And he was at the moment with Brian, and so he kind of hooked us up, and that's how we got Brian and got a builder. The plan at the moment is over the next 8 weeks, the walls are going to be completed, all of them, and the roof is going to be put on for all. That's Brian's plan for the next 8 weeks. And after that, there's still plumbing and electrical and a lot of finishes and cabinetry and whatnot. If I had to guess, you're still talking 2, 3, 4, 5 months of all that kind of stuff. So, perhaps 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months from now it'll be done. It's really tough guessing,